Okay, y'all, Jody Brown here, the Ultimate Kitchen Commando, coming to you straight from Louisiana. And I have in my hand a perfectly ripe and beautiful avocado. And what we are going to do with this today is going to blow your mind. We're going to turn it into chocolate pudding. So we're going to start very quickly. This is going to be a quick, easy dessert for you to do. Pull this little thing that's in the end of the avocado out. It always ends up where it shouldn't be. Take the avocado, right down the middle, roll it right around the edge, pull it open. To extract the seed, give it a whack once and twist it with your knife. Then we're going to use a food processor here. You can do this with a blender if you have one. The thing I love about this little food processor is it's a small one, it's not a big one. It's good for small amounts. If I were to use a traditional bigger Cuisinart style, I would have to double this recipe because the carafe wouldn't be big enough. So this is great. This is great for the girl who lives alone or the girl who's having a date and inviting somebody over. So we've got one avocado, perfectly ripe and beautiful, thrown into the food processor. Next, we are going to put in cacao. Cacao is a superfood. Google it, C-A-C-A-O powder, cacao powder. It is a raw form of chocolate. It is delicious, but very flat in flavor unless it's sweetened. So this is like almost like a cocoa powder. So we're going to start with 1 level tablespoonful in here because it's pretty strong in flavor. And then we're going to add some agave. Agave is a really great sweetener. It is lower in glycemic index than high fructose corn syrup. I don't use a lot of sweetener. It's probably taken me a month to go through all this. But it is a better choice for sweetening a lot of your foods. So we're going to start with a couple of tablespoons of this. Probably about 2. I'm almost out here, but I've got another one if we need it. And then the last ingredient, water. Couldn't be easier. The actual measurements for all of this will be on my website, which will show up at the bottom of the screen in a few minutes. So you can feel free to log on there and get the exact measurements of everything that I've included. So we're going to pulse quickly, and then what we're going to do is we're going to wipe the tails cut down the sides, which we need to. Woohoo! Love power. Power tools for the kitchen. Yeah, baby. So I'm going to open it up and scrape down the sides. You don't want to put too much water in to start because you don't want it to be watery, for sure. Give it another quick run around the block. Yeah, baby. So I can tell by looking at this, it's super green and it needs a little bit more cacao. Avocados range in size, so I'm going to put another half a tablespoon of cacao powder in. Sometimes they're bigger, sometimes they're smaller. This was a bigger one and it's going to need a little bit more chocolate. It's amazing. I'm going to give it a little taste. Good Lord, that's delicious. It doesn't need anything more as far as I'm concerned. If you want to modify this a little bit and put it right over the top and make it crazy delicious, nut butters. Nut butters are also very good for you. Great, rich, delicious additions to a lot of different foods. I'm going to put a big heaping tablespoon of cashew butter in here, and I'm going to take it for another spin. To super chocolate pudding in no time flat. Que bueno. I'm going to have another little taste of that. Wow, riquísimo. Log on to my website that you see here below the screen, www.ultimatekitchencommando.com. You can get the exact measurements for this and other recipes that are quick, healthy, and delicious for you. Come back and see us soon. I'm Jody Brown, the Ultimate Kitchen Commando.